a South Asian Canadian channel.
The takeover of Afghanistan by Taliban has changed the geopolitics.
Now, after 2 or 3 weeks, they just announced that the girls cannot continue their education.
The equality as the Taliban promised with everyone, it's like a night dream for everyone.
The takeover of Afghanistan by Taliban has changed the geopolitics, external relations of Afghanistan vis-a-vis the rest of the world. And also there is a huge question when it comes to the huge grants provided by United Nations to this country for almost 2 decades. There are many questions that will remain unanswered for coming many years, but still what impacts most are the women, children and the students. Right now we are here in Chandigarh in the heartland of Punjab to talk to students who are studying here. They have come here few years back for their higher studies, that what is the roadmap ahead of them. Let's take a look at this interaction. So with me are the students of Afghanistan studying here, doing their higher studies at Punjab University, Chandigarh. We would like to understand from them what difference has the takeover of Taliban, of Afghanistan by Taliban has made to their lives. So with me, the gentleman, he's doing PhD, right? And PhD in defense studies. That's amazing. And he comes from the valley of Panjshir. Mind you, the valley of Panjshir is the only valley at the moment in Afghanistan that's still holding the flag. So what are your views? And you come from Panjshir, what's the plan ahead? Do you want to go back to Afghanistan? And how do you look at overall developments?
Hello, my name is Zahid Arya. I'm doing PhD at Defense Studies. Actually, you know what happened in Afghanistan, it was unexpected for the people. So the very fast, rapidly overtake of Afghanistan was surprising for all the world, that which happened only in 11 days after the withdrawal of the Americans. So the only stronghold which was left from the Taliban control, it was only Panjshir. So for almost 15 days, the Taliban was not in control of Panjshir. So what they have done, they have seized all their fighters, around between 40 to 45,000 fighters was seized.
All right. So do you get to speak to your parents at the moment? Where are they? Are they in Panjshir or are they in Kabul?
Yeah, I'm in contact with my parents. My parents are right now in Kabul and they are safe. So you know that when the Taliban has entered to Panjshir valley, they committed a lot of brutality and they killed a lot of the innocent people, unarmed people, and now they killed these civilians, and so they committed a lot of violence in Panjshir. So right now the Taliban are claimed that the Panjshir is under their control.
I'll come back to you. Okay, so the gentleman next, can I know your name and all?
Yes, this is Farhad Hakkar.
And what are you doing here?
Yeah, I'm doing my MA Journalism and Mass Communication here. I have just completed my course, and before here I was a journalist in Afghanistan.
You were a journalist in Afghanistan. That's amazing. So how do you look? You also come like him, you come from the valley of Panjshir. What are your views about your former president, Mohammad Ashraf Ghani?
Actually, the previous government, although it wasn't so much satisfactory for all people, we have faced a lot of problems, especially discrimination, lack of job opportunities, and such kind of things. But at least that was such kind of environment that youth could, feel something for their future or trying to pursue their dreams. But unfortunately, that's rapid change, political change in Afghanistan have taken all our hopes and dreams. That's the current scenario. Yeah.
But you didn't answer my question. I wanted your views on your former president. Anyways, we'll pass on this. What do you think when the politician of a country, the head of a state, runs away with, as alleged, with billions of dollars in his helicopter? What are your views? Because for 20 years, United Nations, they were giving so much of grants, they were paying so much of money to the Afghanistan, to the government of Afghanistan. Only your vice president, he is holding the flag, he has stood the ground, but the president, former president, he has already run away.
Hello, my name is Ali Nazar and I'm from Bamyan, and right now I've completed my postgraduate in public administration. So I'm coming to your question that right now as our president run away that with lots of money, so actually he broke down the trust of people that he trusted on him. He voted, all people voted on to him. So just he break the trust, and people actually lost their jobs, and people right now run away from the country. He created such kind of problem that it will not be forgotten from anyone. So right now as the Taliban take control of Afghanistan right now, the equality as the Taliban promised with everyone, it's like a night dream for everyone, it remained. And also about the problem that right now minority people, that minority religion facing in Afghanistan right now, it's also created by the runaway of the government, our president. And also just we want right now that okay, some kind of equality comes, some kind of peace come there, and some kind of a peace come that people should stay in a that job right now, job facilities right now, it's totally run away, so collapsed. Yeah.
So mind you, the people in power who will lots of influence, who has lots of money power, and who has nations like more than 30 nations, United Nations backing this man, Muhammad Ashraf Ghani, the former president of Afghanistan. He ran away. He was a chaste orator. People considered him one of the most intelligent men on the planet, and he had, fortunately or unfortunately, very good relationship with the Prime Minister of India, Narendra Modi. But what happened in the end is exactly before all of us. Now, before I proceed further with this interaction, I would like to get women's perspective. What do women feel about the developments in Afghanistan? Because if anybody is suffering there, it is the small children, it is the women and men, they come at the last. Hi, welcome.
Hello, this is Saida. I'm just doing my BCA, Bachelor of Computer Application, in one of the colleges in Punjab University, and I'm in last year.
All right. So what do you feel right now? Women, there is a huge debate going on globally that women, should they be allowed education or not? That's the point of view of Taliban. Huge pressure on them at the moment, but at times they seems to be scumming, at times they don't scum. What do you think?
As they at the starting, when they overcome to Kabul and they had the control of the country, they said we don't have any problem with women. They can do jobs, they can do or continue their educations. But now, after 2 or 3 weeks, they just announced that the girls cannot continue their education after 6th grade of school, and they cannot also any job. And women, mostly in Afghanistan, we have developed, the equality was developing, but now that developing, which was in progress, it goes down, and we are back to the 20 years ago that they were, and they think that they are changed, but no, it's impossible thing that they can be changed.
Perfect.
Never.
So it has started drizzling here in Chandigarh, and before that, I would like to get the views of other students here. That what is the roadmap ahead? Would they like to stick here in India? Would they like to seek asylum here in India? Or what are the next options? As the Modi government, they have already announced a 6-month extension to these very students. So let me come on to more students. So what do you think? Would you be what's the plan ahead? Keep sitting, please.
Yeah. My name is Mustafa Nouri. I completed my post-graduation in economic in Chandigarh. The plan, I was made the plan before the government was changed. I made my plan that I'm back to Afghanistan, and I will work, and I will work for my country, for my family. But now I'm very confused that how should we do in Afghanistan, because there is no any destiny for the young generation.
All right. So when you speak to your family members back home in Afghanistan, what do they tell you to do?
Now they said that you should stay here. You have to find any jobs. You have to stay in here because there is no place. There is no safe place in Afghanistan for the young.
All
Yeah.
right. And what would you like to add to it?
I'm Javed Deva. I have completed my master in major of animation here, and as you know that recently Taliban announced that for artists especially like me, they said that artists should change their profession, otherwise there will be no place for them. So I am in fear of going back to Afghanistan, and it is really tough, and it will cost me a lot if I will return back there, because I have a background of being an active artist since 2013. So for me it's difficult to decide what to do. Should I return back to Kabul or no? So that's it.
So a state of confusion that still prevails in the minds of these students, whether they should be going back to Afghanistan or should they be staying here. A lot depends on the policy, kind of policy, the external affairs policy Indian government will adapt with their counterparts in Afghanistan. But what the situation definitely tells us that it's one of the most confusing times, especially for these students who came to India or who went to other countries in sake of higher education just to augment their skills, and now they stand to lose that very ground. Somehow a kind of confusion, and with no plan ahead, governments, they need to step in, they need to jump in, and they should come to the rescue of these very students. So finally we are coming to an end. I won't hold you for long because it's already drizzling here. All right, so what do you want in 2 or 3 lines? I mean, what are your demands from the government of India? Because government of Afghanistan, they are not coming to your rescue at the moment. All you have, you are in India, you are here in Chandigarh. Either the Punjab University VC can do anything, or the government of India can do something to you.
Thank you, sir. So right now we are really appreciating. Also, we are very thankful from the from India government, also from Punjab government. That right now they are very hospital, and so they are served a lot. And so my point is that it's a little different. That right now, as the Punjabi people are living, Sikh people are living here, we have also Sikh people in Afghanistan. So this is a very good that they serve us. We should also serve like them. So right now, we want only from the government of India that just only about the visas that promised us this going to extend. About our education, so they are going to help us in our education. They are going to give us once again scholarship here, so we can continue our education. Because right now it's a very tough time that we can go back there in Afghanistan. We have very hope that I'm graduated right now. I wanted to go back, but it's uncertain situation come there that we cannot go back there. So right now we don't have any way. Just we have to study here. We once again wait to what we'll do. If nothing, so we want that we should go for other country that this education that earn from here, we should use it actually. We should use that one. So only I want from the government of India that about the education and about the students that living in all states of India, about their just food or their rent, or they should help them that go anywhere that they should work. Actually, they should whatever they studied they can use from that knowledge. So I want this thing, sir.
All right, so coming to an end of this interaction, your final comments before we part. But ironically, the symbol you see behind me, I would like my cameraman to focus over there. That's the Gandhian Bhavan we have, a symbol of peace. Hope peace prevails in Afghanistan also, so that the future of young generation, they can really decide a roadmap for themselves. And before the wrap this up, for your final comments.
As you said, we all hope that one day Afghanistan will also experience the peace. But as the Taliban now treating the people who are living in Afghanistan, especially women, how they treat them, personally I don't believe in peace that will come in our country. But we should hope for good, and from Indian government we want the support in every section. We want support because we are the new generation. We studied here, and we know how it works here, the system of India. We want jobs. who are graduated, and as my brother said, we want the extension of visas because we are facing too much problems about the visa. Some of our friends are expired their visas and they are waiting for extension, but there is no response from the government. So yes.
So what they all want in one sentence is that government of India should definitely come to your rescue. And with this, we come to an end of this interaction. Thank you, gentlemen and ladies also, for a wonderful interaction with us. This is Vinay Sharma reporting from Chandigarh, Channel Y.
A South Asian Canadian channel.